Hi everyone, welcome to the Technology and Summer Bridge session. My name is April Allen Vo and I'm the Summer Bridge Coordinator and I'll be leading you through the session here. So the first thing that I want to go over is making sure that you have everything you need for this session. So you are going to need your BCU login credentials, and those, if you don't have them, I have our contact information, including mine and Janet Wolfe's from IT. We can help you get those logins. Our email is normally firstname.lastname@briarcliff.edu. So mine is april.allenvo@briarcliff.edu, as well as our phone numbers. So contact us if you don't have those login credentials, because you are going to need them, and we'll make sure that you guys get those. The other thing is, if you need computer access, you can always go to the Bishop Mueller Library here on campus. I have a picture of what it looks like there. And you'll also need your login credentials when you go there to log into the computer. We have very friendly staff over there, and they would definitely be willing to help you get logged in that first time, especially since you are new students, and they love helping you out and getting you ready to go. So that's another place where you can go and work on your summer bridge pieces, or even if you just need to go the first time, that's fine too. But that library is open Monday through Friday during the summer. Okay, so the first thing I want to get you guys logged into is the BCYOU portal. And you can find that at our website at www.briarcliff.edu. And along the top blue bar at the top of the web page, you'll see BCYOU, and I have an orange arrow pointing at it on the screen. You can go ahead and click on that, and when you enter your username, it's going to be your last name and then your first name initial. And then your password is going to be the one that you'll find with your BCU login credentials. Your password will remain the same for this portal, for your BCU email, and a few other websites that you are going to be logging into. Okay, so then once you log in, the login screen looks like the right side of the page here. Once you log in, you're going to see these buttons across the top of the page: BCU Mail, Brightspace, and Starfish. There's a few other ones, but these are the ones I would like to focus on today. So go ahead and click on BCU Mail. Okay, and once you do that, your screen will look like this with the Briar Cliff University baseball cap on backwards. That's kind of like the front page for our email accounts here. And then, so your email address is going to be your firstname.lastname@briarcliff.edu. So that's always going to be your login for your BCU email, your username there, your email address. And then if you hit the tab key, it's actually going to redirect you. It has to redirect you to make sure you're logged into our Briar Cliff email website, and then you can enter your password. Okay. So this is what it'll look like when you log in. You'll see the good morning, and then you'll see all these different apps. So you'll see Outlook. That is going to be your email. So you can go ahead and click on that at a later time, but right now I'm just going to continue going through these. OneDrive is going to be some cloud space that you have, and you can utilize that so you can access stuff from your computer and also on your phone. And then you'll see Word, Excel, PowerPoint, OneNote, and a few other apps there. The Word, Excel, and PowerPoint, you're going to be using that a lot here at Briar Cliff for different classes, specifically Word to write papers in, and then PowerPoint for presentations. And so don't buy these, because I know when you're buying a new laptop, sometimes they offer the Microsoft package to you, but you have access to that through Briar Cliff. So you can download it on your personal computer at home, and you can download it on your laptop if you're bringing a laptop to college. How you do that is you click on this Install Office Apps button, and then you'll be able to download them. So definitely take advantage of that. I would highly recommend doing that. Just know that you have it. Okay. Now that you are logged into your email, I want to make sure that we get to the Summer Bridge session of this. Summer Bridge is why we want you to get logged into those accounts and get your email set up, and I'll get you logged into Brightspace because you access Summer Bridge through Brightspace and getting into that portal. So we'll go ahead and start with Summer Bridge now. The program begins on June 1st, and if you are joining the program after June 1st, no worries, you can still participate, and there's more than enough time to cover everything. And on June 1st, if you are in the Sioux City area, we are going to be having a launch party that day on that Friday from 1 to 3 p.m. And we'll be doing some tie-dye t-shirts, some lawn games, and we'll be giving away a speaker possibly, and also have some fun like summery snacks. So it'll be a good time. We'd love to have you join us. The program then is going to end August 10th. So then you have a week to 2 weeks to get ready before you arrive to campus. And the program is meant to help you engage academically and socially. So the academic pieces, you're going to be looking at some syllabus. If you haven't seen some already, that's an option. Kind of how they structure the classes here. You'll be able to meet some of the staff and some of the faculty who will be teaching you in class, and a few other different pieces that pertain to your academics. And then socially, you're going to be meeting other classmates. And that's a big part of the program because we want to help you guys make those connections before you even get here. So then when you do get here, it's going to be a little bit easier to make friends. And that's really important part of the college process and transitioning to the Briar Cliff community. Okay, and then you're going to access the course fully online on Brightspace. I will show you how to log into that. And I have my contact information there again in case you need to get a hold of me for anything at all. Feel free to. Okay, so I just want to cover some of these topics real quick. So the first step, you're going to be introducing yourself as well as reading through the introductions of other students. You guys can comment and get to know each other through that Padlet piece that I will explain later. And then living here is going to be the section where you learn about what it's like to live here, whether you're living on or off campus. So most students live on campus, but we do have students who live off campus that commute. So I'll have information there as far as dorm room size versus where parking is if you are commuting. So information for both sides there, as well as eating here. So the cafeteria, you have certain meal plans you can do, and there's a kind of a way to navigate the cafeteria, if that sounds weird, but there is. So just getting comfortable in the cafeteria because that's where you're going to spend a lot of time eating and having meals with others. And then being well here. So we talk about being healthy, getting enough sleep, and any help and resources we have on campus for that, such as our counselor and our nurse. We also talk about the facilities that we have on campus for if you want to work out and staying active. And then we also cover drinking as well as sexual assault. And we take those things very seriously here at Briar Cliff, and we want to work towards preventing those things from happening because it is a sad reality in most colleges. So prevention is key here at Briar Cliff. The other thing that we talk about is making friends here. So I want to help you guys make those friends because that is a huge part of your college experience, is having those friends. So when you are struggling with a class and you're up late, that you have those friends to rely on to help you get through hard study sessions. So one way we're going to look at that is how can you join clubs and get to meet people through that? How are you meeting people through your learning community and in classes? And if you're in any sports, as well as engaging here. So how can you engage in the community to meet more people? Succeeding here, that section is going to cover how you can succeed here as far as staying in touch with your academic advisor, getting to know your academic advisor, and academic skills that you're going to need once you are here at Briar Cliff. Okay, and then nuts and bolts information. This is going to be some basic information such as parking, how much that costs, where you can park, how to read a billing statement, financial aid info. So very important pieces of information that you might have questions about. And you'll always have access to that nuts and bolts section. So if you want to access it at any time, you can. And then the last step. So I want to hear what you guys think about Summer Bridge. I'll have a post-Summer Bridge survey that you can do, as well as you'll do a final reflection on your thoughts and feelings as you enter college and begin a new chapter in your life. Okay, so I would like to cover some expectations. It's really awesome that you guys have access to the Summer Bridge program. Not all schools have one. And so just make sure that you're putting in the effort and really working hard at it. It's not going to be super intense, but it will take some work. So make sure that you're logging in, I'm going to say 3 times a week. And that's really not that much, because once you get here to Briar Cliff, you're going to be checking your email and your Brightspace. And Brightspace is where all your courses are located on the online portion. Your faculty, your professors, they'll post stuff there, and then you can download different documents, and you'll also upload assignments there a lot of times. And so you're going to be logging into that email and Brightspace account probably a couple times a day, maybe 3 times a day. So just getting in that habit of logging in 3 times a week will set you up well for when you do get here and help you with that transition phase into college. And then I want to make sure that you guys are engaging here. So if someone is sharing information about themselves, trying to get to know other people, be respectful of that and also reciprocate it. So be willing to maybe share a little bit of information about yourself. You don't have to share your deepest, darkest secrets, but who you are, where you're from, different pieces that you guys can find similarities in and maybe some differences too. So make sure you're engaging this program. You're going to get out of it what you put into it. So just make sure that you are putting work into it, because you're going to make your college experience a lot better by doing this. And there are some perks to it. So we are going to be giving out bookstore gift cards. We'll also be giving away some free prizes. So definitely keep involved in this, and you'll probably have more friends starting the school year off if you're involved in Summer Bridge. The next thing that I want to talk about is Padlet. So Padlet is a social media account that integrates well with Brightspace. So you're going to see it within the Brightspace Summer Bridge. And I will show you how that works here in a little bit. Some of the topics that you're going to see in Padlet are going to be like fears and expectations that you have about college, why you chose BCU. We'll do a few fun things too. So what's a day in your life like? And we'll do Snapchat filter videos, as well as a motivational meme challenge. Should be a lot of fun. Okay. And so now I want you guys to go ahead and get logged into Brightspace. So if you go to the BCYOU portal, you went there already. And remember the BCU Mail tab or button that you clicked on? You're going to click on Brightspace, which is right beside it. And when you click on that, your login information, so for your username, make sure that you're using your BCU email. It's not going to be the shorter username that you've been using. You need to use your email username. And then the password, that is going to be the same password that you have been using for all your other logins that you've been doing. Okay, and once you get logged in, then you'll come to this page and you're going to see this Briar Cliff University here, and then you'll see my courses. I want you to, you'll see far less courses than I have here, or you won't have spring 2017 probably, but you're going to have summer 2018. So summer 2018, and then click on Summer Bridge Core 050M. That's the course you're looking for. So once you get there, you can go ahead and you're going to open up to this section called Course News. That's always going to be at the main page that you open to, Course News. So you'll see that I have the Summer Bridge schedule posted. And you can follow that along as the weeks go by. And then you'll see link for logging into Padlet. I want us to go ahead and do that right away. So right click on that, open link in new tab. And then once you get there, it's going to say log into Briar Cliff University. You don't have an email or password for this. Luckily, we don't have to give you another email, username, password to remember, you can just use your login with Office 365. So it's recognized that I've already logged in with my email, and so I can just go ahead and click on that. And it may ask you to enter your password, as well as it may make you accept some terms and agreements of Padlet. Okay, and that I'm actually going to exit out of, because it simply needs you to be logged in. You won't need to go through that website. So everything in Padlet is now going to be in this page. Okay, so now I want to go through some of the content with you. So when you first log in, you're just going to see week 1, the first step, and then week 7, nuts and bolts information. I always want you guys to have access to the nuts and bolts information, because that is information that you may need at any point this summer. But for the week 1, the first step, oh, and before we go there, you'll see the weeks pop up as they go. So once you're done with 1 week, that following week when the other one is scheduled, it'll appear. So the old ones will never be removed, new ones will just appear. Okay, so let's move on to our first introduction. So here's a Padlet forum. We're gonna go ahead and click on that. Okay, and since we already logged into Padlet, this is all right here. You'll see this Padlet is just fully integrated into Brightspace. So take into consideration if you are on a new computer of any sort and you haven't logged into Padlet on that computer, you're going to have to re-log into Padlet. And that'll always be there on the course news, so you can access that link. Okay, and so I want you guys to go ahead and post in here. You'll see that some people have already posted, but I want you to post your name. And then I want you guys to post where you're from, what your intended major is, and then let's post activities you're interested in, and something unique about yourself. And some people have also been sharing information like their Instagram username and their Snapchat username, so you can do that too. And if you click anywhere outside of this box, you'll see that it just posts. So it kind of posts in real time. You may even see other people's posts start to appear on that. I'm going to go ahead and delete mine because I have actually already posted in here down at the bottom. Okay. So to go back to the main page, I'm going to click on Summer Bridge again up here, and it'll take me back to the opening page, course news. And then if you scroll down below, you can see the course content browser. You can actually find the content through here as well. You can click and open them. And then you'll see the course calendar. So you're going to find a lot of due dates here. Right now you have one up there already, and it says complete the Padlet form, closing a chapter. And then it says due, June 10th. And so you can keep track of when things are due through there. And then I want you guys to kind of look through here. You can see different tabs that have different things. Communication, class list. You can see who else is enrolled in the Summer Bridge course. Because this is the exact same site you're going to be using for your courses once you start the school year. So the more comfortable you are with Brightspace, then you won't have to worry about learning a whole new website once you start during that first week, because you are going to be expected to be able to put things in the Dropbox and find things on here. So the more well-versed you are with Brightspace, the better. Okay, so that is all the stuff we're going to cover about Summer Bridge. We just have a few more things and then we'll be done with this video session. So getting email on your phone, that's also important because we're going to be communicating with you through there. I know that I communicate about Summer Bridge through there all the time. So when you go to put email in your phone, tap setting, not the email app. Go into your settings, whether you have a Droid, Android, or Apple phone. So and then tap accounts or mail contacts calendar. That's going to kind of depend on which phone you have. And then once you're setting up the account, make sure that you choose the type of account as Exchange or Exchange Active Sync. So that's going to be the main pieces you need to know about setting that email account up on your phone. You may just want to pause at this part of the video to look at those directions and do it in your phone. The next thing that I want to tell you guys about is joining the Facebook group for updates. So we have a Briar Cliff University class of 2022 page, and if you type that in the search bar, and you have to type it in that way, then you can join our Facebook group. And I know I post some stuff in there, as well as other first-year advisors and different students too. So, and then the next thing that you guys can know is that if you are around the Sioux City area, we can help you if you need any help at the IT help desk. So if you're on campus or if you're in the area, then Healan Hall is the place to go. So it's the building that's right in the middle of campus. We have a lot of things housed in that building, and the room is 140. If you're not in the area, then you can email it.helpdesk@briarcliff.edu, and they'll get back to you from the IT center. Okay, that's all I have for you for technology in Summer Bridge. If you have any questions over the summer or concerns, just reach out to me and I'll be sure to help you. If not, I'll hear from you in Summer Bridge.